the vibe in Houston shifts as hip-hop begins to transform. You can feel it in the clubs, on the streets, and in the voices of its pioneers. If you listen closely, you'll pick up on the subtle cues, some found in the music, others in interviews, and many directly from the South's most respected figures. This time, it's Bun B, one half of the legendary UGK, who is ready to share his insights. His words carry the weight of extensive experience in the music industry. When Bun B speaks, particularly about Houston's culture and the dynamics of hip-hop, it's not just idle chatter, it holds significance. So, when he appeared on Shannon Sharpe's Nightcap podcast to discuss Pusha T's recent jab at Travis Scott, the hip-hop community paid attention. By the way, welcome to Celebrity Hip Hop Showroom, where hip-hop and celebrity drama never sleep, so hit that subscribe button so you never miss the mess. Let's get into it. Bun was candid. He knows who Pusha T is and what he represents. Pusha's a dangerous man, Bun told Shannon. He's willing to take risks and say, you know what? I don't really mess with him anyway. This goes beyond clever wordplay or rap dices. It's about energy, genuine, calculated energy. Bun highlighted that Pusha T isn't just another rap adversary. He's deliberate, strategic, and rarely makes errors. He doesn't show up at every industry event or make himself too accessible. He operates with a clear purpose. You don't see Pusha at award shows, clubs, or parties, Bun pointed out. He doesn't mingle in those circles. He sticks with his own and is well respected in the streets, so it's whatever. In essence, Pusha's critiques aren't about seeking attention, they stem from a place of conviction. That's what makes them powerful. However, Bun's message extended beyond merely cautioning Travis Scott about potential repercussions. He stressed that the Houston artist has a duty, not just to his city but also to himself. Travis isn't going to back down. He's from Houston, Bun asserted. I wouldn't be surprised if you hear something before the weekend is over. This is a significant statement, not because it implies violence or conflict, but because it reflects a long-standing truth in hip-hop. When you're given the mic in a rap battle, you must respond. It's that simple. Bun added, you can either face it or act like it didn't happen, but the truth is that people will expect a reaction. When these feuds arise, you have to reply. But you need to be careful when others try to provoke you. And there it is, the delicate balance every rapper must navigate. Should you defend your reputation and integrity, risking falling into someone else's trap? Or should you remain silent and risk being perceived as weak, fearful, or even worse, insignificant? This isn't just any rap feud. It carries deeper implications, real history, and emotional weight. Pusha's attack wasn't just a casual insult. It was a carefully crafted strike delivered with precision in the latest Clipse track, So Be It. You wept in front of me, you faded away in front of me / Calabasas took your girlfriend and your dignity right in front of me / her ideal life moved just down the block / and her lip gloss was shining. She didn't need you to thrive. These lines are not only disrespectful, they carry deep significance, alluding to real-life occurrences, Travis's romantic past, and his album, Utopia. In just a few lines, Pusha has turned personal experiences into a public spectacle, making Travis Scott the target of a sharp lyrical attack. It's uncommon for Pusha T to focus so intensely on one individual, and there's a reason for that. In a GQ interview, Pusha explained what ignited the diss. It wasn't just about industry competition, it stemmed from a feeling of betrayal. Not the over-the-top kind often depicted on screen, but the subtle, insidious type that starts with a friendly smile and ends with a knife in the back. Pusha T recounted that the tension began in Pharrell Williams' studio in Paris. He and his brother Malice were working with Pharrell when Travis Scott unexpectedly arrived. Pusha described the incident in detail. We were in Paris, actually working, and Travis called to play Pharrell his new album. He came to Pharrell's studio, he recalled. He interrupted a session. He saw me and Malice there and said, "Oh man, everybody's here," smiling, laughing, and bouncing around doing his dance. Pusha's annoyance was clear. This wasn't just an awkward visit, it was a disruption, an uninvited burst of energy in a creative space that Pusha and his brother cherished. However, Pusha opted to remain calm and patient. He played the song, Pusha noted, referring to Meltdown, but not Drake's verse. That moment turned a smile into a grudge. When Meltdown was finally released, featuring Drake's pointed lyrics mocking Pharrell and his iconic jewelry, it felt like a betrayal on multiple levels. Travis had entered Pharrell's studio, shared his music, and interacted warmly with everyone present, only to include a verse that disrespected the very person who welcomed him. For Pusha T, loyalty is crucial. Pharrell is more than just a collaborator, he's family. Witnessing someone disrespect that bond while pretending to be friendly just days earlier was enough to provoke a lyrical response. The situation is further complicated by the fact that Travis Scott is not typically recognized as a battle rapper. He's known for creating hits, generating vibes, and delivering chart-topping songs and energetic performances, not for engaging in lyrical battles. Yet now, he finds himself caught in one. And the pressure is increasing. This situation transcends merely defending himself against a few lines. It's about how he will be viewed in the future. Should he respond and risk stepping outside his usual style? Or should he stay silent and potentially let this moment define him? Bun B understands the stakes. When conflicts arise, you have to address them, he asserted strongly. People will expect that. In 2025, hip-hop is more prominent than ever. Every action is examined in real time. Fans don't just observe disputes, they interact with them, amplify them, create memes, and weave narratives around them. If Travis decides not to respond, his silence could speak louder than any song he might have released. What would a response from Travis Scott even entail? That's the crucial question. Up to now, Travis's music has focused more on style than substance. He hasn't been known for impactful lyrics or for delivering hard-hitting messages. But that could potentially change. When a rapper like Pusha T directly challenges you, shares personal information, and depicts you as weak, it forces you to either evolve or fade away. We also need to consider the Houston aspect. This city doesn't accept silence. From Scarface to Zero to Megan Thee Stallion, Houston has a strong tradition of artists who defend their reputations. They don't back down. Bun B has pointed out that Travis is aware of this legacy. He's from Houston, Bun said with pride. He's not going to back down. However, there's a word of caution in all of this. You need to be cautious when people try to provoke you, Bun warned. This makes the situation particularly tricky for Travis. While Pusha may seem like the aggressor, he is also controlling the narrative. If Travis reacts hastily or without consideration, he risks falling into a trap. We've seen this happen before. Rappers who respond too quickly and recklessly, losing the overall battle even if they win a minor conflict. Travis will need to make a choice, not just as an artist, but as an individual. Does he want to enter a domain that Pusha T has dominated for years? Or does he prefer a different path, one that remains strong without getting pulled into the turmoil? Everyone is watching. Houston is watching. And according to Bun B, time is of the essence. I wouldn't be surprised if you hear something before the weekend is over, he said. While that may sound like speculation coming from Bun B, it feels more like a prediction. A seasoned voice amidst the chaos. A man who knows when the tension is escalating. If Travis Scott does respond, it won't just be a musical moment, it will be a statement. One that reveals who he truly is beyond the stage effects, auto-tune, and energetic crowds. At some point, every artist must step into the ring, not just to protect their reputation, but to define it. The next move is up to Travis. And the whole world is waiting. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation, so please share your opinions in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on this story.